All right. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Sunderland Football Manager 2021 Road to Glory series. So to kick things off, we're not going to waste any time. We've got a new contract, basically, a new contract offer, but we're going to go through the simple process. That kind of gives away a result we just had against Everton, another game, but yeah, there's just been recent performances the board is incredibly happy with, not just recent, but overall how we're doing. So let's go into the meeting. It's like we keep doing better, but we've been on this for a while, like A+, because, we got promoted. We got promoted to the Premier League, and then we finished for a couple seasons in a row. We've been challenging for European honours, we've been in the Europa League, and we're pushing for Champions League now, so we're holding steady on that opinion from the board, basically. So, yeah, fantastic idea. So they're going to get that going. Chris Dunphy, of course, he was part of the takeover, the Sunderland takeover early in the save, and he's done a good job as chairman. Considering he's a big part of it. Let me know what you thought of Chris's job so far in the save, really, because chairman is a big part of the football club, like a manager is. The chairman's got his own duties, so that's a good way to start this episode. Hey. So now we're going to show you guys our opponent and who we're playing against today. It's going to be one of those episodes where, it's European games and they're either side of a Premier League game. So we're going to do, 3 games in one episode. And I always like to say it's me showing you how I manage this and that game in between, how we do that, like what players we rest and all that. We'll find out. It does depend how the first game goes, really. Unfortunately, after Everton again, we beat them in the FA Cup, and it was Wayne Rooney, who has been in charge for a while. If we go to the stats, if we go to the managers, Wayne Rooney, how long he's been in charge? He's been in charge for a year, okay, because, I definitely have seen him before, but it kind of was really of a focus of the last episode. But I think he's still a bit inexperienced as a manager, but he was able to salvage a draw against me there. We took a lead, unfortunately couldn't hold on to it. We started with Dusan in that game. We rested a couple players. Luke Thomas we gave a game to, but unfortunately we couldn't play out for the 3 points. Again, partially rotating for the next game away against Schalke. Let's just get right into that. And unfortunately, Vranks just picks up a bit of a knock here. Bruised thigh, 5 to 10 days is going to be out for. So we'll leave that to a physio. He'll probably be out for a week, and we see how that's going to impact. They'll probably impact next couple games, and might be tough to come back for that second leg. So see how that plays out. FA Cup here as well. Chelsea and Liverpool, a couple big teams playing. Expect them to get wins. And you see, Chelsea and Liverpool lose, though, against Bournemouth. How about that? So, I'll take that. I'll take that, Liverpool getting knocked out. And there's Sunderland officially offering the contract now. So you can see some, finer details, but it's generally, nothing to be changed. They've been wanting us to play attacking football direct for a while, entertaining in terms of the culture. And counter-attacking's there as well. They want to play counter-attacking and attacking. I mean, pick one. They're 2 different styles, really. Similar, but different. Let's start the negotiation. See, 4 years. Pretty happy with that. Finalize the deal. It secures my job as well if, for whatever reason, next season, if we don't perform as well, you just never know what's going to happen in football. As much as we're really, guys, I always talk about the points difference when it's, if we're fighting for the title or the safety. What I mean, our top 4 position in between the team that's out of that. Arsenal, they're going to have to win their next game, to be fair. So maybe see what they do. But we're starting to get a little bit of breathing space. And the title is still, again, now it depends what United do next. There's like a small glimmer of hope. If, United, Liverpool, they drop a few games. And just because I hadn't really shown this definitely for a long time, it just gives you an idea what we've done over the course. I won't point out any specifics. You can read the games played, amount of games we won, and you can see, a lot of finer details if you wanted to pause and just, see a little things. But it's funny that our biggest fee received for a player was actually Vincenzo Griffo. That was a while ago now, and he played. I always love. It's funny. I can love players that are no longer at our club almost as much as any other players, you're like very reminiscent of him. I remember when we signed him and then we sold him on. We made a little bit of profit. He played a part. Look, 6 goals, 6 assists in that league season. He was an important signing then. And then our history, it just really gives you like, man, could we have really done much better? Like maybe last season at least finish 5th. Like if you put that on paper, we did worse than the previous season. But yeah, it's very, very close. We were very close. I think I've showed you like in terms of the points and all that. It was a very similar season. We had like 2 similar seasons in a row. And this one we've shown a bit of improvement. But it's kind of gone more or less perfect so far. And if you look at that, we've already got Manager of the Month 2 times. So that says a lot, where last season was the only one we didn't get any awards. But now it's time to get into the action for the episode. We'll apply the opposition instructions and we shall take a look. We shall take a look how the team will line up. Away from, like, see, this Schalke team, I guess I need to take a look. They got actually James. Fick. I remember coming up against this guy. I'm pretty sure we had a game against Schalke. I think it was our first round in the Europa League, so the previous season. And he's looking like he's turned into a pretty good striker as well, but would I take him ahead of like Johnny Brennan? I don't like the 12 finishing. And guys, that I love how little things remind me of something. If we go over to the tactics, just to click on Johnny Brennan, and if we go into his training right now, we're working on tries first time shots. I just realized he doesn't really have any player traits. Cuts inside from the right wing when he's playing as striker. That's not really relevant whatsoever. And Hernan Crespo, if you forgot, he was one of our staff, one of our coaches. How about him? Working on that with Johnny Brennan. How about that for something perfect to develop his, striker skills, and especially something like that. So that's really good, I'd say, in terms of him working on that. But then Hernan Crespo, we've got some good names in our staff. Maybe we'll go through that at another time. But I'm very happy with our setup. Again, Armini, we were kind of in love with him as a centre half, and now he's really owning his skills as a right back and a wing back role as well. He's become natural as a right back, which was such a great thing for him. Kladrupski, we're not going to review like every single player here, but he's looking magnificent physically. Don't forget he's like 193 centimeters, so very tall as well. Wonder Kid, we got two. Brennan and Kladrupski are wonder kids. We've got Dembele, Hlozek, who's a very good player in his own right. I do wonder his future because he is 50 million. You're like, what are you talking about? Wonder about his future. I wonder if there's going to be a better player that comes along, a next quality where maybe he has better, like his teamwork's only 8, his vision's only 9. Like there would be an improvement on him, you would have to say, but he's pretty solid. Don't forget, we signed him very, very cheap. And Nubel, he's another one. We've still got so much to talk about with our players, guys. Clean sheets. He's got the best. He's got the best for us in a season. So that's why I talk about, I like to find bargains with my keepers. I don't like to spend a 20, 30 million on a keeper. I think you can bargain hunt with keepers, whether it be getting them on a transfer list, getting them on, on a loan, and they can still perform very well for you. So we're going with our big hitters today. We dropped Gomez to like centre mid to play advanced playmaker there. So Kladrupski, Hlozek be playing, Dembele, Brennan. For me, there's goals. For me, there's goals to be scored, so we're going to get right into the game. And of course, we don't even have the best selection. I mean, we're missing out a couple of our rotation players because of the squad. You know how European rules are. So that's something we're going to work on in coming seasons. Maybe if we can find some decent English lads that are homegrown. They don't have to be English, they just have to be homegrown. But majority are. Majority are. So, yeah, that's what we might do in the, next like the following seasons. The next season. So, couple players. You got Julian Weigel in there, Axel. It's an interesting team. Definitely interesting team there, and a few players I might not know who they are. So, that's when it gets to a point where you got to start, looking at the opposition more, and seeing who to worry about. But have faith in our game and seeing the formation they're playing. We're not going to get a lot of that, out. Yeah, so they've got 2 players that don't even have a face. So that would be, younger players that have developed in the save, for my knowledge. If we just go Abner, there we go. Yeah, he's 22. So prediction's right. Finishing one. You don't see that a lot at the top level. He's someone that could be exposed. I don't mean that like, ooh, I'm going to expose them, but like, I mean, I'm not going to do it in a cheating way. Like, I'm saying I'm exposing them, but Andrea Papetti, and no, stop, mate. Don't try and pronounce with an Italian kind of accent. I tried it, Papetti. But like, he's not bad. But then I look at his tackling. He's got 12 tackling. Elsewhere, he looks excellent. Like overall, but 12 tackling for a centre half, I feel, yeah, a couple of those guys we just pointed out, they could be a weakness. They could be a weakness, and that's where they're actually not doing that well in the league. Why can't I click Schalke from that? And Axel, see how good he looks. He's probably, yeah, one of their better players. He's always been a pretty well-rounded centre half, but then at the same time, he's got 12 heading, 13 tackling as well. So a couple of his, important attributes, not that great. Yeah, they're sitting 12th in the Bundesliga, you see there. So, and their media prediction is actually 15th. So maybe they don't have the greatest squad. Fickett is a very good striker for them. Let's see. I've been doing a bit of reviewing in this episode, but it's important. That's part of FM, yeah. Gomez, Floze. I feel we got goals coming, which is good. In an away fixture, Salisu. Okay, I'll see what happens, and it is a goal. Sorry I paused it, but is it gonna? I'll be offside. Okay, there you go. It's offside anyway. It doesn't matter. Anguissa, I was going to just wait a second. Maybe after this, but shouldn't be that. Yeah, skip. Yeah, it's probably still going to say that. You can't ease off tackles. Can we switch his role up? Maybe central mid. But we're changing a role here, man. Just to ease it, which I don't prefer. How else can you have him, not put himself in danger of getting sent off, mate? I know, it's down to a role, but I'm just saying, it's pretty annoying. Let's go. We'll leave that set pieces one to play for set pieces. For now, anyway. Gomez. We're threatening, but it's been 30 minutes. Like, we feel like... Well, the game feels like it's a home game. That we're taking control. And we put them on the back foot. And it's Dembele. Oh, I thought that was being an own goal. It's very, very close. And we are worrying them. We really are. Yeah, we'll press... Oh, okay. I'll ignore that. Just ignore. I'll make a change if I want. Shopov's looking pretty tired. Yeah, pretty disappointing because we've only... we should be getting an away goal, if not two. It's disappointing. We had, disallowed goal, which is a bit frustrating. I feel we've got the quality to really take it to them here. We get a corner. Maybe before I'll need to make a change, we could score... Yeah, it's just not coming for us. It's not coming for us here. So we're just going to go to the tactics. Aaron Martin, who's got the yellow as well. So yeah, a lot of there's individual player you can see when I click on this anyway, but you get in more detail there. But yeah, ease off tackles. And just his role, a complete wing back on attack. So, because we'll be attacking their right side. Yeah, but Dembele's a good player. I just feel we're going to focus play down the left. I thought that was a weakness of theirs. We're going to go direct. Yeah. See how we go. Not creating too much here. Wait a second. They just read that? Did they switch Alu to the left side? And they put their bet... You love FM. FIFA would have never. They read we were targeting that side and they put Tuanzebe there. FIFA would have never. So now, let's target the right side. Dembele is on that side, man. I don't want to get too distracted by mind games because Anguissa is on a yellow. Well, it's later in the game and he's getting more tired. I'm going to bring on Ryan Gould, so we're really creative here. So we get really creative, maybe put him as a Mazzala. We're kind of playing a bit of games with them, aren't we? But we need to score a goal or all of this doesn't mean much. Kadrubski, Greenwood's been really good as shadow striker, so I just want to check my direct. Maybe drop that just to higher. And hit early cross. Yeah, play our defense, take that off. That's it. We've got to be on top of our game. And what we want to be happening. Encourage. Yeah, they're just completely switching. Now this guy's at right back. And how good is he? Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I just want to see some of this in action, man. So yeah, Dembele, he's the Alou, mate. Sure, he's got to own him. Sure, he should ruin him, but he's getting forward. That would be ironic if he actually comes up, gets involved in a goal. How about that, Papetti? All right, there. No, Gould, come on. It would make sense. Now go down the right side, like my instructions. Yes, they might hear me as well. Okay, we might just complete... Plus, didn't I just talk about him? What if someone just had just a cleaner touch and a cleaner finish? This is troubling. I'm quite disappointed, actually. Vlahovic, Johnny Brennan. What do you do here, man? Like, that's not the change. That's not the change. Dembele, Hlozek. Let's bring on Edwards. Edwards has been alright for us. Inside forward attack. How about if we switch these two? That's 2.5 and Dembele's 4-star. Okay, yeah, Edwards. And I wouldn't mind that at all because... And even if we're focused down the right side, because keep that because Edwards fresh legs with pace. And maybe we'll go higher line. Get stuck in now. Thinking about it. Just thinking for a bit. We'll go direct as we can. And we'll go very attacking. And how does... Yeah. Okay. Made all our changes. They got a corner, no. Or maybe we can defend this. Yes. This is what I was hoping for when we saw that Johnny Brennan. Oh, yes, and he's got to pass on. Who is it? Oh, yes, get it to Greenwood. No, it's Dembele. That was the chance. Like, that was the created chance we would have had to win it. See, look. Guys, I brought Edwards on. If I press do it, what are you going to do, FM? I don't even want to try it because nothing's going to happen. I don't even know what to say to that, guys. So, yeah. Made 3 subs. And he's already on. Dembele. Go. Play it. Edwards. Johnny Brennan for the story. 30th goal of the season. Like a man we found in the lower leagues. A young potential striker that I thought had a lot of potential in him. Just in the... Yeah, I could see that, just that smart little dinky run. Dinky run. He just... How fitting is that? How fitting is that exactly there, man? Oh, the story is written so well. And he's gonna... he could have intercepted. He really could have there. Oh, no, we wouldn't want to lose it here. You know, concede a goal. Greenwood, we're deadly on the counters. Look, Greenwood, just set this up. Set this up. He wanted to be a hero, so Johnny Brennan picks up. Oh. Salisu. Go on. Dembele. It's still alive. It's still alive. Oh, I should have been punished. 2 goals, man. 2 away goals at that. Would have been really nice. 1 away goal, is that really enough? But from what we showed today, maybe a last chance. Let's go for attack. I feel we deserve at least a 2-0. We've just owned this match. Dembele couldn't get to it. No way. Yes, Salisu. He's been a good signing. Again, bit of big money. Expensive signing compared to signings we've made in this save so far. But he's been good, and that just gives away possession. We got 30 seconds. And now Johnny Brennan, why didn't you have the shot? Instead, he passed it to no one. So that's a little bit frustrating, and that probably is the highlight, unless we go real quick. Oh, this might be it. Edwards, subs him on, and he dinks it. Dink. Yeah, that might be my favourite word. Edwards, good sub, and he just had that composure. Had the composure late in the game, but he's fresh legs as well, and he showed that for sure. Gould, Greenwood, he just has a lot of space in the middle of the park there. And talk about space, Edwards had that, and he was just cool. He was just cool, and I'd love to, again, we've had a lot of wingers in this save. Wingers are kind of been our loan signings for the most part. Guys that maybe we couldn't afford at the time, and that could be almost more important than the first goal we scored. And he did that really, really well. So I'm happy in the way we played. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, every single player is like inspired and motivated. Exactly what you want. Yeah, so you see Marcus Edwards, just take a look at his profile. So yeah, you see what he did. Really backs it up. He's got good technique. Flair as well. When he's got, look at his player traits. Look at the player traits he's got. And he's got tries tricks. So that really backs it up. It's just not a random player who likes to try tricks, but he hasn't got good flair. When that's backed up by 17 flair, those two together, he does so many skills and just shows class. And also now we've got the FA Cup quarter-final draw. So let's get into this one. Key teams, Arsenal and Chelsea. Everyone else I think we should be able to beat fairly easily. So let's see. Sunderland, we're first, which I don't mind. There's 2 championship clubs, Swansea, Watford. I'll be surprised if we get one of them, but you never know. And it's Leicester. We get, a mid-range. We didn't get one of the other top sides in Chelsea and Arsenal. And Leicester themselves, how are they doing this season? They haven't strike me. They're 7th, but I feel like we've had decent games against them. And hold on, who's this Musa? Not too bad. Yunus Musa. I'm actually surprised he's not one of the players with a face. He's a familiar name. I think, he was at Arsenal. Oh, here's another youngster, guys. Marcos Casarez, that Jed McNamee, our chief scout, has brought to us. 15 years old. Oh, it said he'd probably fail a work permit. Oh, he looks good at early, just 15, he's 15, mate. Like, he's Uruguayan. Looks like an amazing South American young talent. Just work permit is gonna miss out on. You get a compensation of, okay, so it's not free, you're still paying him a little bit of money, or paying the club money. What would you do? Would you go and sign this lad? He looks exceptional for 15 years of age. Like, with that, potential backs it up. Another one, Benjamin Gouai, found him, so I got a scout report. He's a young French talent. Very, very good. But once more, don't want to sell these guys. His work permit's likely, but he's going to probably cost, he's probably going to cost a bit of money. What you can see here, 6 million. You just suggest that 81. Yeah, no. See what I mean? They've made it harder. I remember years back, you could sign these younger talents so easily. And it's a good thing they made it harder because it eventually led to boredom, as fun as it was to see him and grow. But then you're like, wow, that was too easy. And it's much more of a rewarding feeling when you pick someone like a Johnny Brennan. You get him for cheap, 115K, and you develop him up, homegrown player as well. So that's definitely a part of it. And how amazing is that? Like, we're caught up how well he does, and praising him. He's got 21 goals in 22 appearances in the league. That's filthy. And 7 out of 7. That's in Cup and Continental 2 goals as well. Like, wow. And overall that, Mario Tomasevic, he's another one at a point, we weren't able to get a work permit for him. Like this here, would probably fail to gain a work permit even after appeal. We went to approach him and it worked this time. So should I try and approach that Uruguayan lad? He's joining us. 20 determination. Natural fitness of 7 is not ideal, but mate, another future centre-back. We're low-key turning into Chelsea, signing all these youngsters. Got to be loaning them out. So that's what I mean. It really is more challenging. You have to work more, find these guys that you could approach and maybe just pay the compensation, which is generally under $1 million when you're a bigger club. We're calling Sunderland a bigger club. I guess we've partially done the job here. We've got a bit more to do, but we're defining Sunderland as a big club. We're competing. I mean, we're on top of Arsenal and Man City right now. We're doing all right. Yeah, and it's actually a good thing here. Leeds United, they drew. So I'd say that's Arsenal dropping points there. Leeds United is not having a bad season. So that's what I mean. Like, with that breathing space, that's 7 points. So really hefty. And talk about hefty, our goal difference is 41. And healthy as well. And wow, it's Burnley. I feel like Burnley's picked up some yeah, like I've seen him beat a few decent teams and just get results that have been important. That's why it's stuck in my mind. Like Man City, Arsenal dropping those points. Like, guys, Champions League football, we're looking very good for it. Sunderland, and that's more money, and it's fitting because we almost need it, because this season we're losing a little bit of extra money. You know, we'll make it come the end of the season with our finish, and yeah, we'll make that up. But then additionally from next season, yeah, Champions League football money. And that actually led to Guardiola getting sacked. Mourinho says nothing as Man City. Oh, imagine Jose. He's managing Spain. Wow. Just, that's going to see his... He didn't really have much of a playing career, did he? But, yes, but he went after Tottenham, Portugal, and Spain. He's been an international manager. I reckon Jose will be a good international manager, but would you give that up? I'm not sure if you do two at the same time, Spain and Man City. Imagine having that on your resume. Actually managing them at the same time. Poor Pep. We won't be able to sign him as any kind of assistant. Nah. Imagine you could actually... Let me know in the comments, have you ever got like a higher reputation manager as an assistant? Let me know if it's possible. Just getting a lone roundup here of Johnny Brennan's long-lost brother, Gregor Isherwood. There he is. They could pass. They could pass for brothers. Pacey. I wonder how good this lad's going to get. What do you think? What do you think? Is he got enough about him? He's probably going to be more a right mid than a striker. He's got pace. His media description striker, but I reckon he's got to be like a winger with that pace and crossing, dribbling ability, technique. Good teamwork as well. Do you reckon he's got enough about him? Once more, like 5K, and we look at that from Wales. Our loan deals we made profit, especially this year. Coventry loaned 33K off of that, so profits made already. Between Europa League games here against Schalke, we got that Newcastle game. Obviously, always big rivals, and Newcastle then, they're not doing the best, are they? Do not say that with any kind of feeling for them whatsoever, and no care that they're struggling with relegation. Very, very good chance for relegation for them this season. We are not going to rotate too heavy. Once more, we're just going to play players that are fit. We're going to keep with that. Someone like Armini, he's got a yellow card. Mankillo, we just keep a little thing like that. Maybe Johnny Brennan, start a Dusan. So we're rotating a little bit. Someone like a Sam Greenwood, who is very tired. So obviously, yeah, we're dropping those guys out. But players with good fitness level, they're going to be playing today. Someone like Adam Hlozek, short of full fitness, but he looks pretty good. He's just, risk of injury is high. It's just his match load is heavy. If we take a look here in terms of the options, Conseil Sal, but I'm not 100%. Okay, we'll start him. Okay, we have a late decision there and see how see what he does. I don't mind that change. Because, the club he's on loan from, was it Porto, wasn't it? Porto? Yeah, Porto. The manager came to me. So we've got to be playing him a little bit more. So we're going to do that right now. Let's get right into this match. Ben White will be the captain. I can see him being a future captain of the club. I think we have definitely options. Got multiple options in terms of that. So we get into it right now. We take a look at Newcastle United's side in terms of familiar names. Yeah, you could probably see why they're struggling. Their team is not that strong. So let's go in, point the finger. Media's giving us credit. That's kind of my safe team talk, to be honest. I go with that a lot of the time. Newcastle, you look at that form right there. You know, they got a couple decent players, but for the most part, it looks like a mixed squad, if it can be that. Or it's just because it's, different. Mankillo, again, I stick by that. Whenever we put him in and he's playing against his former team as well. So it was an interesting signing initially, but he's done well. Vanderberg, no, how? We've been talking about it. Newcastle United, and they show up and score. Really? They managed to score it. Now, we know how that played out, but okay. Let's take a look. Who really faltered there? White, Vandenberg committed with the tackle. Maybe an error when you have to rotate, yeah? That's frustrating. You don't want to drop points here. I know we've only just conceded a goal, so there's a lot more to play out for this game. Aaron with the long throw. Can it fall to anyone? Anyone whatsoever. And it is Manquillo. Finds Edwards. Okay, let's get it back. Gould. You can tell I'm confident we could do that. Kladrubski. Conceição. Okay, we're just holding on to it for a bit, which I don't mind because I feel I could build up to a goal. Or we could lose possession and they might counter us. No, Anguissa. No chance against Anguissa. He's good. He's a really strong DM. Defensive-minded centre mid. Here we are. Conceição. We could have played that out wide, but we were going to go through the middle instead. And it was a really good decision. Francisco Conceição with the goal. And it makes me, even though we haven't used him as much, he showed signs and we have used him. Like, he's pretty good. He's pretty talented. You look at that. Involved in that passing play. Everyone there did their job. Too good for the keeper there. Didn't really attempt the save, so we're going to leave it. We already praised them. Maybe when it pops up again, always like to praise the boys, the lads, when we just scored a goal. We're not actually leading. All right, Gould's taking a knock. We're going to leave that for now. That would be a defensive change, really. So we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go into the second half. So highlight just before the halftime break. Say Maximan. No, don't concede here. Do well. Let's hit him on the counter. Yes. Vlahovic. See, I think whenever we play him now, he wants to prove. He tries to prove. But Johnny Brennan, he's fantastic. Oh, now we're in trouble because it's Wilson over top and he's going to finish. That's Callum Wilson. That's tough. That was really good. I knew when he's on, he's got his pace and he's a good finisher. I knew he was going to score there. And there it was just really a quick, long ball. And once it was made, we really couldn't do much. Couldn't do much about it. Excellent finish. It's what you expect. And unfortunately, we've been dragged into a match here it's going to be a tricky one to win, really. I'm far from pleased. Let's see something else, and we might need to make a couple of changes. Hey, Gomez off. Yeah, it's almost where I don't want to waste a lot of time here. Edwards hasn't been that great. I want to bring on the hitters, heavy hitters, in terms of Dembele for Edwards, even though Edwards, he did it right in the last game. Kladrubski. It's a tricky one. Vlahovic is having a good game. Kladrubski off, and we're going to bring on Johnny Brennan. We're going to play with two strikers here. I think they could play pretty well together. Vlahovic, put him as a target man, and then what we can do, we'll have a higher line, get stuck in. What we can do here, because we're going for it, long kicks to the target man, so to Dusan, really look after that. And go very attacking. Okay, we'll mix that. We'll go more direct and much higher, be more expressive. All right. And we'll go through the middle. We'll be going through the middle because we'll be wanting to go to the target man. And Anguissa, probably play him as a supporting ball-winning mid now. All right. So I want to bring on Sergio Gomez. I'm not going to lie, but don't make all subs at once. Just personal experience. We will make that change, though. Say, Maximan, don't score. No, he wasn't going to. There we go. All right, I'm hoping we can quickly counter. Yeah, win it back. Okay, good pressure initially. I don't want to panic too much. Karsdorp. Dembele, go. Not quite. Here's Ferdi. Anguissa with a strong tackle. Go on quick. Manquillo. Good ball. Conceição, is he on? He's onside? Yeah. I want to see a replay of that, though. I felt it was really, really close. Because, yeah, when he received that. I want to take a look. We'll leave that. We'll think about making something. Like, look where you can't see. You can't. That's a bit unfortunate. Yeah. Couldn't see what we want. I know you can change the cameras and stuff, but it is what it is. What's going to come from this highlight, though? This chance. We could suddenly take a lead in a blink of an eye. Dembele. Brennan. Oh, fall to Dembele and has to goal. Does. That's just class. We bring on just a bit more class, and it's shown. It's shown, and it's 3-2. Happy with that. We look much better. Better intent. See how this plays out here. Dembele went to Johnny Brennan. He blasted. You get a bit of luck. I'm not going to just be dishonest. I'm not going to be dishonest. There was a bit of luck there, but you make your own luck. You make your own luck, and Newcastle can go and get... Yeah, you know what was the next word coming. You know. And especially if you're a Sunderland fan, you would have had the same kind of sentiment, I reckon. All right. Win this ball, Mankillo. Did well. White. Poor pass, really. Karsdorp. Oh, good tackle by Conceição. Brennan. Ooh. We'll win it back. Gould. Brennan's actually been a bit creative here. Oh, Dembele. Like, he's dropping a bit more. Or he's not being the final man in terms of the finish, I guess, because we're playing two strikers. And, yeah, it's 4-2. Wilson, we wanted that more. Ben White, he's just always positioned so well. Oh, great ball. And that was in my mind when I signed him, when I've touched on in terms of for Europe. I want to bring in a few more English lads, and, yeah, he was one of them. 2 goals to both Dembele and Conceição today. We've got one more sub up our sleeves. And I said we'd probably bring on Sergio Gomez, but because of our position now, it's probably going to be Maldonado, and that's going to be for Gould. And then Maldonado's going to play a deep line playmaker on defend. And, yeah, we can just play it out. We're going to stay on very attacking, though, because I can. We're looking better more than anything. We're looking better like this. There we go, which is probably going to praise. We have been the better team today, honestly. They've scored a couple, but they haven't had a whole host of chances. Let's win this back. Ooh. What do we do now? I'm probably going to leave it, because when it's only a 1-goal lead, I don't like going going defensive is a wrong kind of approach, but maybe very attacking. I'm going to go positive. It just makes me rethink and just be a little bit more smart and revert to our kind of, this play. Just a bit more of a possession, slower game as well. Lower the tempo, play shorter. So we'll go with that. And then if we go back to we'll go to standard line, take off the long kicks, and we'll probably just distribute to the fullbacks. There we go. Praise. Just to play out the final 10 minutes. And actually, just to add on top of that, time waste when we can, because that fits into the style we're kind of going with. Just, passing shorter and all that, slowing the game down. And we should have it. Sneak in a little praise for injury time. And we should have them. We just played out the game. Happy with our work. We had to do that. Smart change. Don't risk it. But we didn't throw players back or anything like that. So, keep morale high after that. And all right, here we are for the home leg. We just controlled them away from home, Schalke. So I'd be shocked if the game goes any other way. And I think you guys right now, you'll be like, okay, we've got this, because we had it away from home. So let's see what we do today, and probably a few changes. Anguissa, Maldonado, Ben White. He even says he needs to be rested. I feel we can afford to. We can bring in Vandenberg. He's I don't know, man. Like, he's not as bad. He does an okay shift, but maybe you can sense me even doubting a little bit. And Luke Thomas here, Aaron Martin. I feel we're comfortable. We can bring in these guys, and you might want to get a look at Luke Thomas, see what he can do. He's got balanced enough attributes. Give him a game here, and it'd be good. It really would be good for him. And I'm just at a point where I feel like this is the kind of thing I love, a team where we can make a couple changes, and we're still going to play the same way. And obviously we haven't changed like so many players, so it's not going to impact us in terms of that. Sergio Gomez, he might start ahead of Gould as well, but we should play our same game. You shouldn't see him much too different from this. So let's go right into it and get the result and just play that same football. We make a couple of changes here and there in terms of players, but we still should be saying good football, beautiful football, exactly what we showed against them last time, and create a lot of opportunities. They're playing that Alou again, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see what he does, or what he doesn't do, or if he's going to make any errors. We tried to explode him. Explode him? Damn, that sounds dangerous. Exploit him. I think I was trying to say expose and exploit at the same time, and that turned into explode. How about that? It's funny how these things work. And Schalke, yeah, they're not really changing too much up, and yeah, it's Papeti Alou. Let's see. Or Aliou, either way, let's start this in emphatic style with a goal. Armini, they just let him attack. And that almost felt too easy. I'd be very disappointed as a Schalke fan. I read their name. Schalke fan. You can see him behind. Look at them there. They're not very happy at all. But Armini, look at that. And it was grey that time. Well, just what can I say? Okay, they've got a chance. Maybe they can atone for that. It's Fickett. What's he gonna do? Goes backwards. He's like, nah, I've had of this. Fickett, I'm gonna let Sunderland win. He doesn't care about his own team. Hlozek. Wow. He just had a hit to the right of the keeper. He was in an amazing position. And he scored as well. So he's... Wow. That's one of... I know, it sounds extreme. That's one of my most astonishing misses ever in Football Manager, and I'm not going to lie. That's not a lie. I thought he had to put that home for sure. Wow. But again, it could be just showcased, yeah, how it was in the game, but in the 3D gameplay, but still... That looked astonishing how he missed that. Like, how did you miss? So Gray, yeah, obviously Demarai Gray, he doesn't have a lot of defensive ability. He's more attacking player. Obviously, we know about him for his time, yeah, playing in England. So I like him. I don't think he's a bad player, but yeah, clearly for the previous goal, didn't do too much for them in terms of help. But I'm a bit disappointed. It's not 2-0 on the day, but it's 3-0 on aggregate. Schalke, they're not showing enough. They're not showing enough to challenge us. So that's why I'm pretty comfortable here. Players are pretty happy. The body language is good. Especially, well, if you look at, a bit complacency creeping in. But yeah, we'll fix that up a little bit with a praise. But in terms of what I saw from the body language going into the halftime break, and they've just, they make a lot of switches. Even you saw that in the last game as well. Their XG is horrendous, man. They're lost. This Schalke side, like, I can see tactical changes and stuff. I'm not managing them, but I can see some changes I'd want to be seeing clearly. Look at, oh my gosh. You got to get luck. Hakon Evgen, who's this? How did they score today? Seriously, let alone from this chance. We just made a standard tackle, defending them like all day, and then it goes back. That's the only way they could have scored. Seriously, that's their only shot. That's rubbish. I'm frustrated them being able to score today because they shouldn't have. They really shouldn't have. Dembele, I'm as confident. I'm just going to bring on Conceição this time over on the right side. Gomez off. Let's bring on Gould. I'm confident us. That was just, like, I'm not worried about them coming back into it. Kladrubski as well is looking incredibly tired. He's injured. So let's bring on Sam Greenwood. So, I'm not even going to change anything. Don't need to. I'm shocked they scored. Wait. I was going to say, did they get a sending off? No, it was just an injury. A forced off injury. Tiffer, yeah? So that's what happened. I'm like, for a second, I'm like, they didn't get a sending off, did they? No, they must have made their changes and sending off. That's right, yeah. Because, the formation looks a little short. So we're good. We're good from here. They're trying to experiment, but you can't. You can't. So we get some luck our way, I guess. Finish him! Finish him! Johnny Brennan. Who else? He's got the finishing touch. Gould. Vandenberg with the head. Johnny Brennan. Did he steal his goal or it was going off target? Either way, Johnny Brennan. I think if he got his head to it from the angle he did, it wasn't going on goal. Either way, 2-1. So we win on the day as well on this leg. I wanted that. We were, okay. In the tie, we were clearly better than them. So we had to be winning this. And we did. We did overall. We advanced. Any notable knocking outs there? Nothing major. Milan lose on the day, but that's 4-3 on aggregate. Yeah. Nothing too notable. Man City is going to be, well, Juventus being knocked out by Ajax. Go on Ajax, eh? Really, really well done. So just check our messages here. Let's see. Good win for us. We get $1 million as well. So this is going to help us in the latter stages, go as far as we can. Salisu, yeah. James Garner, what do you reckon? I really rate James Garner. For those of you that don't know, I am a Manchester United supporter. Really like him. He's transfer listed. You can get him at a really cheap fee. His contract is running out. And I don't think a foreign team, like a team outside England, would approach him. So what do you think as a back? His current ability, he just looks a little bit on the weaker side, just some of his attributes. And we probably just have players ahead of him at the end of the day. Like, yeah, I've been questioning Ryan Gould. Maybe we'll get someone better than him. Yeah, it's just that point. But he is English, though. I don't know, would he be decent backup? Who would he replace in terms of our centre midfielders then? It'd probably need, if we end up selling like a Asta Vranks, but yeah, that probably would be it. Asta Vranks, I think he's just a more well-rounded player. But anyway, he's probably a target for another team, not us. So we are going to leave it there for now. Next episode, as I said, very good chance there will be the youth intake, or yeah, it should be. It will be. Literally, it will be, because March will be finishing in the next episode. So that's going to be it for now. We have got Burnley will play off camera. That's it, just one game off camera. So that's just a few days to get through. So, and I think I'll start the episode after that game. So yeah, hopefully, we don't get the youth intake before that match or something. So, or any days after it, if we were to just start the episode on the day of the Leicester game, you know how that would be. So yeah, I wanted to click on the finance and salary because of that little bit of money. So we're ahead of it, but it's generally like at the end of the month. I'm not sure if it's like tax or something, or a final, week of wages, but it's generally pretty hefty. It's like almost 2 million or something. 1.5, in between 1.5 and 2 million that gets cut into on like the last day of the month. So anyway, leave it there. We advance. That's all good. I just wanted to continue one more day. I'm not sure when the draw. Oh yeah, semi-final draw. Generally it is. So yeah, we'll do that. That would be a way to finish up the episode, so you guys know who our opponents are going to be. Yeah, so here we are. Europa League draw. Let's view. And we'll get into it. So it's it's like a quarterfinal and semi though. So we'll go into it and see who's next up for us. Guys, there's big teams here. Look, Ajax, Inter, Man City, Roma, Cologne, Lazio, Milan. I'm not sure who I would prefer. Maybe like an Ajax. I just think they wouldn't be as strong as some of these other teams. Maybe FC Cologne, Germany, another German side. They're 8th in the Bundesliga. I just think we would have a bit more than them, but let's see who we're going to draw anyway. There they are, and Milan get them. Lazio, wouldn't mind Lazio. Hey, I got to live up to my word because that's who we get. Ajax. Well, I just feel Man City's going to get Ajax. See, I just knew, and that would knock the next easiest team out of it. Trust me, I know how it works, even though it's down to luck and down to certain things. But was it just a guess and I got it right? Who knows? But yeah, that means very good chance. Unless Ajax, who knows? Maybe they'll come up with something special. But we got Lazio, and I'm pretty sure we had Lazio at some point as well in our first. Yeah, it's someone. I think we had them in our first round, like our first go at the Europa League in the previous season. But anyway, we're going to leave it there. We've got them. Mate, I don't even know what the next episode's going to entail. No, we probably can't do like Leicester, Man United, then Lazio. How's it going to be sorted? Guys? We're just trying to give you all the information. Ooh, are those going to be 2 games in a row and there won't be anything rescheduled? That would be nice if it plays out like that, to be fair. Like if you don't get a Premier League game in between. So yeah, definitely next episode will be Leicester, Man United, youth intake as well. Make sure you like the video. Greatly appreciate for those of you that do keep the interactions up on the series, because it does really help out. I'm still trying to grow. I'm 164k subscribers, still trying to get my views up. So I do appreciate, you can see the humor I see in it. I appreciate any type of interactions with YouTube these days. That's how it does work. So yeah, your likes, comments, does really help out. Any suggestions to your friends that like FM, I do greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.